guys, it's Lindsay. Welcome back to The Wandering Reader. Today I'm bringing you my June favourites, which is a new series of videos that I'm going to be putting up on my channel. I'm sure you all know what a favourites video is. It's nothing new whatsoever, but I was thinking about a type of video that I wanted to put on my channel where I discussed not just books. So I might put a couple of kind of bookish things in here, but I also wanted to discuss some other things, and I thought that a favourites video would be the perfect place to do that. So I'm not overly sure how these are going to be in terms of format. Like, I know some people have like different categories that they do every month. I probably won't do that, just because I feel like sometimes I might not have something for that category and I don't feel like I want to force myself to put something in there. So I think I will just kind of like do a few categories every month, and they will probably change every month depending on what I'm liking. Yeah, and hopefully you guys will like these and get something out of them. So the first favourite that I want to talk about today are these, and these are the Bourjois Satin Edition 24-hour eyeshadow, and they look like this. So they're in these sort of square tubes, and I have four colours here. I have number 2 Eau de Roses, I have number 4 Abracadabrown, I couldn't say that, number 3 Mauve Your Body, and then number 1 Beige Cellar. They also do a couple of other colours which are sort of more silvery grey. I didn't get those ones just because I don't think they suit my particular skin tone. But basically these are cream eyeshadows. So they come in these little square things, like I said, and they've got this sort of applicator on the top of them. And what I do is, they're so easy to put on. I just dab a little bit on my eyelid and use my fingertip just to kind of smooth it in, and then I wait for that to dry for a couple of seconds, and then I dab a little bit more on top just to increase the colour intensity a little bit, and then again I just dab it in just to blend it in. What's great about them is that I find with some cream eyeshadows, halfway through the day you get this little line where they have creased and they've separated onto the top of your eyelid. I'm sure you know what I mean. These don't do that at all. Once they dry, they stay there. They don't crease, they look smooth throughout the day, and they're so quick and easy to put on. So my normal sort of daytime routine is to choose one of these colours, or my makeup routine I should say, choose one of these colours, put it on, a bit of mascara, and I'm, as well as my other makeup, and I'm absolutely good to go. Whereas I was kind of using lots of different eyeshadow and doing an eyeshadow look on my eyes in the morning, and I still sometimes do that if I've got a bit of time where I'm feeling like it, but over the last few weeks I've just been obsessed with using these. My favourite colour is the rose one. I've got that on my eyelids today, so I'm not sure if you can see that. It's quite subtle, but it just gives you a bit of a wash of colour. So I will try to insert in here a little clip of some swatches of the 4 that I've got. These are £6.99, and I think I bought a couple of them when they were having like a 3 for 2 offer in Boots or Superdrug or something like that, so you want to look out for whether you can use that. But these colours are lovely. Like I say, the rose one is my favourite, probably closely followed by the brown one, just because it's not too dark a brown, so it's perfect for summer at the moment, which I feel like I don't really want to put really dark colours on my eyes at the moment. When I was looking these up on the website earlier, they've also got metallic editions. They have like a really metallic gold one and a really metallic silver one. I've not seen those in the shop so far, so maybe they'll be on their way, but I'm really loving these. So if you're somebody who just likes something quick and easy to do with your makeup in the morning, and you want something that stays put, doesn't budge, doesn't crease, then I would definitely recommend these. Next up, I want to talk about a couple of fashion items, and I'm going to start off with these pair of shorts. I'm going to apologise because I've worn them and obviously they're a little bit creased down the bottom, but there we go. They're these lovely tailored pair of shorts from Zara, and I've never had a tailored pair of shorts before, and I absolutely love the colour of these. I'm a bit obsessed with wearing pink, and yeah, and they're just a perfect colour. So they're lovely and tailored, and they sit on your waist rather than on your hips. They have pockets which are really lovely, and then round the back they've got these kind of pocket things which obviously are false pockets. They don't sit too far up your leg, do you know what I mean? Like, I really hate shorts that are sort of right on your bum line. I just don't, personally I don't think that's a particularly good look. These sit a little bit further down than that, so they're not really short, but obviously they're not long either, and they just flatter you so much. So I can't remember how much these were, but I will leave a link to them in the description box down below. They do different colours as well, so I saw them in white and I saw them in black, and I don't know whether they do any other colours, but I'd be really tempted to go back and buy other colours of these, because quality is so good, and I just feel like I'm already getting a lot of wear out of them. Another item of clothing I want to talk about is this cardigan, and this is from New Look. And when I saw this in the shop, I absolutely fell in love with it. It's just so different. So I was looking for a nice new white cardigan, because I kind of, yeah, feel like the one that I had in my wardrobe was a little bit yellowy. You know, like when you wash something that's white, you have to take really good care of it, and that particular one I just didn't. So I was looking for a new white cardigan, and then I spotted this, and I just think the lace at the top of it makes this just so pretty. So if I turn it round for you, you can see it's just got this beautiful lace all around the top and all around the back, and I think that's what makes this cardigan so stunning. It's long like this, so it sits sort of on your hips. It's got no buttons or anything, so but you can kind of draw it in, I suppose, but it just sits nicely down there. This was, I think, £20, and when I bought it in the shop, they were having like a 30% off sale, so I think I got it for something like £15, something like that anyway, or £13.99. I loved this so much that I bought it in pink and in black. So I know that sounds a little bit obsessive, but I'm a bit like my mother like that, and Mum, if you're watching this, then you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. If I like something, I like to buy it in lots of colours. So I don't think I'm obsessive as my mum is. She's a bit more obsessive than me on that front, but I just love them, and they were really inexpensive. So yeah, I bought them in all 3 colours. I think these are the only 3 colours that they do, but they're so versatile and they go with everything, and yeah, I just love them. So again, I will leave a link to these down below. I don't know whether, hopefully they're still on the website. I don't know whether they're still 30% off, but they're just so beautiful. My favourite book of the month this month was, of course, Far From the Tree by Robin Benway. I'm sure by now that you've watched my June wrap up. If you haven't, I'll link that for you. But this was a novel that I buddy read with Lisa over at Books and Smiles, and it's a YA novel about 3 siblings that come back together again after having been adopted when they were very little, so they've never known each other before. And what sparks that is that one of the main characters, Grace, gets pregnant and has to give up her baby just like her own birth mother did, and that sort of sparks her interest in her birth mother, and she finds out about her siblings, and we follow each of the 3 siblings, so it's like it's told from their 3 different perspectives, and I found it so engrossing, and I was so emotionally connected to the characters, much more than what I thought I was going to be. And this is just a really great example of why the YA genre is so just important. It's so important. So I don't have my own copy of this. I got this one out from the library, but I'm going to be keeping my eye out for it because I really want to own it and have it on my shelf, because I feel like I will want to return to it at some point. And then the last category that I want to talk about today is a favourite booktuber, and I'm going to talk about Doris from All the Books. I have mentioned her on my channel before, I think when I did like a small booktuber shout out video. I'll leave a link to that down below if you want to watch it. But I've become a bit more obsessed with her videos over the last couple of weeks. especially her reading vlogs. She puts up a reading vlog every week, and she'll kind of talk to you about the books that she's reading, obviously, but also there are lots of clips in there with shots of what's kind of going on at home, so of her son and of her cats, and then things that she's doing out and about. So she's off on summer holiday at the moment. I believe she's a teacher over in the States, and she's off on summer holiday because of course they have a slightly earlier one than we do in the UK, and so she's sort of inserting clips into her vlogs of them out on particular day trips and stuff like that. And I believe at the moment she's on vacation in Florida, so we're kind of getting to see some of the things that she's getting up to in Florida. She absolutely loves nature, so there's a lot of shots of nature which yeah, it's just wonderful to watch. She does Friday Reads videos, which again I love watching. I find myself watching her videos, trusting so much what she's got to say when it comes to books, and adding so many things to my wish list. So yesterday I watched her Friday Reads video, and she'd finished I think 5 or 6 different books that week, and I think I added 4 of them to my wish list, something like that, because yeah, I was just, she just made them sound so interesting. So I really want to get to know her better. We kind of comment back and forth on each other's videos, and I would love to do a buddy read with her. So Doris, if you're watching this, we need to chat about that. But I will leave a comment in one of your videos as well, because I have been thinking about that, because I just think it would be so good having a chat about whatever we're reading, whatever, and getting to know you a little bit better. So yeah, I will leave a link to her channel down below. Definitely go and check her out. She's just so pleasing to watch. So there you go guys, they were all of the favourites that I wanted to discuss for June. I'd love to have a chat with you in the comments below. Did you like this new style of video? What did you think of it? Can you think of other categories that I can put in? Like I said, I think I'm going to change it up kind of like every month depending on what I've been liking. But if you want to hear about any other categories, then please let me know. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.